What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people been talking about Quando Rondo. You know, the whole thing with Quando Rondo, they've been speaking how he been saying, you know, he finna distance himself from a lot of the homies. If they not on what he on, he not with them no more. You know, it's time for him to do what he got to do, what's best for him and shit like that. I totally get it. I totally agree with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised it took him this long to realize that, to be honest with you. But I think, you know, with all the tragedy he been taking lately, you know, this guy don't realize his career can be taken from him. Without the success of this career, it's super dangerous for Quando Rondo. I think he realized that. You know, he got a relationship with NBA Youngboy. Him and NBA Youngboy real close, so you can tell Youngboy got him. He gonna hold him down. But, like, how much can he really hold somebody down? It's been a lot of venom around Quando Rondo. You know, this whole thing about the King Von situation, I'm not sure if he realized, but this just the beginning of it. The trial ain't even started. Think about it. If it's a hatred, if it's an anger amongst the people now, how you think it's going to be if Lil Tim is convicted? Now the people going to feel like they're certified in saying you was on some bullshit. I think that's going to make it even more dangerous. What if Lil Tim beat this case? It might be people looking to gain justice for Von as far as like the fans or anybody. So that's why I say I'm not sure if Quando Rondo realized, you know. I just feel like a bad cloudy energy around that young man, you know. It's been a lot of talk. He beefing with some of his homies, beef with the Rolling 60s, beef in Los Angeles. Who killed his friend? Who was shooting at the car? See, a lot of people let that news go over their head. Yeah, we seen Lil Pop, you know, lose his life. Very bad. My condolences to their family. But what a lot of people don't realize was Quando Rondo was supposed to die that day. You know, that's what the people who were shooting in that car trying to do. I'm telling you, it looks like he was the target. They were out of town, a rented SUV, you know, cars tended. You know, who did they think was in there? Somebody got the drop that Quando was in there, and unfortunately, he survived, but his friend didn't, you know. So that's why I just say, you know, I noticed the internet seemed very happy about Lil Pop being killed. You know, that's how much love they got for King Von. People is wishing bad on Quando Rondo, you know. I don't got no fight in that. For some reason, I be wanting to pray for that young man because it seems like it's a lot of poison that's being spewed about him, you know. He going to have to stay prayed up because there's a lot of people want that downfall. I didn't notice that, you know. You know, King Von was a legend. His mystique was crossing state lines in different cities, so this shit could get dangerous. A lot of people been pointing fingers at the Rolling 60s and shit like that. I ain't finna do that. Yeah, we hear them speaking out and saying things, but we hear everybody speaking out. This not a thing to point out suspects and shit. We ain't gonna do that. It's a lot of other blog sites on the net that'll send you to that direction. What I'm gonna tell you is, though, you know, he done been moving messier after this shit. Just think about it, you know. We ain't really hear too much about Quando. He was involved in little situations and shit, but for the most part, before the King Von situation, you know, he was just Quando. He done been in a lot of tough situations, from a shooting at a gas station and all kind of shit. That's why I say, you know, Quando ain't really leading the Lils in the right way. When I say like the Lil Tims and the Lil Pops, and I don't know who the next Lil is, but the next Lil needs to be very cautious of moving around with Quando. You know, it seemed like this guy moving sporadic. I think Quando a dope artist, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think dude dope. I think his words play is decent. I think he got a dope cadence. I think he can rap. I think he got the right push with NBA Youngboy behind him. But I think that King Von shit, you know, kind of downed him. See, this is the one thing people don't want to speak on now. This don't justify him. This don't justify nothing. But Von was the aggressor in that situation. You know, Quando was just walking when Von did give him a 3-piece spicy, you know. Now, what happened before, you know, the camera that we all seen, maybe something else happened. But it looks like, you know, Von was the aggressor. Now, did Quando know it was coming? Was he antagonizing Von? Was he doing a little low-key shit on the side? We don't know. It seemed like the murder trial, a lot of that gonna come out. But I can say, you know, it looked like, you know, from the naked eye, that Quando Rondo wasn't the aggressor And Tim didn't bail out until things did get out of hand a little bit. Like, Tim ain't bail out the car on the first steal, the second steal, the fourth steal. Like, he bailed out when the punching and shit happened and crowds started coming together. That's when Tim bailed out. So a lot of people feel like, you know, these guys did do what they had to do. Now, you got some people that don't feel like that. You got some people feel like, nah, that's not what happened. This was some dirty shit. This was a fist fight that didn't need to be led to no gunshots, no hospital, no gun victim unit, no none of that shit. This shit has just been a video that went viral around the internet and some scary shit made somebody shoot. So I can understand that too, man. But that's why I just want to say we're going to leave that. This trial going to start sometime next year. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I can tell you that, you know, it's a lot of bad energy about Quando Rondo, you know. For me, I'm a drill reporter. I'm from Chicago. I do a lot of Chicago reports. I don't got no fight in this, but I can tell you that it's more people hate Quando Rondo than I think hate Lil Tim, in my opinion. And that's crazy. Do you agree with that? I want to know. Leave a comment. It's the homie truth. Bleh, bleh, bleh.